Hello, all. Welcome. I am going live right now just because I felt a little nudge. Somebody sent me an amazing, simple article from Substack. And since we are a place of gathering, connection, and frequency, I'm starting to follow the inner guidance and nudges that say share something. And this is something that I want to share with you. It's very simple, but very, in my humble opinion, very profound. And sometimes you find that the simplest things can be the most profound. There isn't usually a lot of complexity to those things that rattle your heart in a good way. So, this person, her name is Shelby B. Larson, and I was sent her Substack article. In the description, you can see her name and connect to her. Um, so I share this because I think that these simple truths or simple feelings can ripple outward and they can raise our shared field of goodness. And I think in times like this, as the world seems chaotic and crazy and upside down in many ways, that's more important than ever that we come in these spaces to gather and to share and to commune. So that's the purpose for this. So I'm going to put up um, just a couple of things here. I'm going to read to you the story as she writes it and then her poem. Very simple. Feel free to leave a comment. If I'm still on and live as you leave the comment, maybe we can chat about this after. Um, Other words, you'll just get it and be part of it. So, without further ado, this is called Proof of Life in Pink by Shelby B. Larson. And I'm going to put on a picture of the purpose of this story, which is her toes. Uh, so I'll be seeing you at the end of my reading. Enjoy. From June 2023 to December 2024, I was slowly dying. Not metaphorically, but literally. Life was leaving me, quietly, steadily. But this isn't about that story. Yesterday, at a healing retreat, my friends teased me, good hearted, light laughter. They pointed out my toes, bare, a little unkept, with just a tiny chip of pink polish still clinging on to 2 out of the 10. And if you know me, you'd understand why that's funny. Manicured feet are kind of a Shelby thing. Showing up barefoot, polish chipped wasn't just unusual, it was, well, unheard of. We laughed, and then I told them why for the first time. Back in December, I went to St. Thomas. It was my turning point. The moment my body said, "We're not dying anymore." I got a pedicure there. A small, simple thing, but going into the trip, I couldn't even pack my own suitcase. So the simple things mean a lot. But I haven't had my nails done since, not once, because as the months passed, I'd look down at that one big toe, at that little strip of pink, and watch new growth appear beneath it. It became my personal big toe lifometer. Each millimeter of fresh nail meant I'm still here. I'm not going backward. This is not a fluke. I get to stay. That chip, that chip polish became my quiet talisman, a marker of time, a symbol of breath returning to my body. And now the pink is almost gone. The new nail is grown in, and I think it's time for a pedicure again. Not because I want to hide the story, but because I don't need that toe to prove to me that I'm living anymore. I know now. I made it. I'm here. I know this is a detour from what I usually write about, but it's actually not. My healing is controversial in nature. They couldn't explain my illness, and they can't explain my healing either. I had to go all in on trusting that I could heal myself, even without fully understanding how. Maybe someday I'll find a way to put that into words. Facing the reality of leaving before I was ready changed me in ways I don't have words for yet. But for today, I wrote this Proof of Pink. This is her poem. This little chip of pink on my big toe, it's not a style, it's a timestamp, a quiet bookmark in the story of my life. It marks the moment I crossed a line I wasn't sure I could return from. I never repainted them, not because I didn't care, but because each time I looked down and saw that polish growing out, I knew I'm still here. I'm going forward. I'm alive. And people teased me, called it chipped, undone, but to me it was sacred. A soft, silent prayer claiming, I get another day. And now the pink is almost gone. The new nail is grown in. I think I'm ready, not to cover it, but to also be securely grown in. The next polish won't be a survival flag. It'll just be color, just beauty, because I don't need my toe to prove that I lived. I know now I'm still here, a little chipped, a little undone, and that's enough. Shelby. So, I really, really appreciate you joining me for a few moments of drop in reflection and story. I hope this helps your day. I hope this is a reminder. And as always, may you be blessed, may you be lifted up in light, and may you remember the truth that we are all in this leaky boat together, as a wise woman once said. Thank you for being here.